For those who are ripe, who who is functioning beyond the intellect, you might not need much of the astral world. Like if you are deeply following Bhagwan Ramana, he never talks anything about this zone, the astral. He takes you beyond even the buddhi, intellect. But practically, it might not be really possible for all of us to directly go and absorb that. If we cannot, then we can definitely make use of the support and guidance that is coming in the central field called the astral. Okay, astral world is something that connects your physical to the spiritual. Like I told you, we have these three bodies: the physical body and the spiritual body, which is the Atman. Spiritual is the Atman, what you're calling the soul and all that, which is beyond all these thoughts or all the concepts. Atman, pure, Shuddha Chaitanya. And on this side is the physical body, the physical aspect. That is what we call the ego world, the illusion world where we are stuck in. What we are trying to get out of. Get out of what? Get out of the illusion. So you drop the illusion, what do you become the Atman? But it's not as simple as it might be, sound. Dropping the illusion might not be so easy. And that is why it takes lifetime after lifetime to slowly evolve beyond the illusion. So one is illusion and one is beyond illusion. The physical world, the gross world, the Maya world, and the other is the freedom from it, nothingness, the self, the Shuddha Chaitanya or the blissfulness or the complete peace, Paramashanti, Paramasukham, Satchidananda, whatever you call it. That's the complete state, Purna state, Purna, Sampurna. Opposite of Purna is Adhura, incomplete. So complete and incomplete. So in between, what is this thing? This between is the bridge that connects you from the physical to the spiritual. And that central zone is known as the astral world. All of us, every single being, lives in these three planes without fail. Our day to day experiences, everything happens because of these three planes. So we have crossed that realm of the astral world to come into the physical. Right now, we are in the Bhuloka, we are having a body, we are looking at bodies, we are looking at life, everything, all those things. But we have traveled through the astral to come here. We have been and had experiences of the astral. What is astral? Without the body, that's all. What we call as presence. You will be surprised if you look very deeply into the teachings of Shambhala, teachings of great masters like Mahavatar Baba. If you look very deeply and connect their teachings, you'll see you are already following many of the teachings and method here in shifting into awareness. See, that is how we are guided. What I am trying to teach is not about some physical experiences. I am not trying to tell about some physical location that you have to hunt and search. Like many rishis, many mahatmas, many saints, many gurus have done all that. We've gone into different planes, sometimes had divine interventions, and then come back to teach. But we must understand there are teachers at all levels. Not one thing works. It is illusion to feel that some master had some experience and you are going to have similar line of experience. Not one of you will have that. You can try and check. You follow the path of Kriya Yoga, none of us are going to have the experiences that is written in the book. because those teachers were chosen, destined to have a certain kind of experience, which they nourished, cherished, practiced, and then they shared it with the world. That is their uniqueness. Similarly, we all have the potential to find our own ways, find our own paths. We are all unique. We are not copycats. We cannot be duplicate. All the paths are because of the duplicacy. You see, when we go behind any path, we are just trying to follow. That's the word for followers. What do you follow? You are following somebody's teaching. You are following somebody's lifestyles. In short, you are following somebody's experiences because you cannot connect to a teacher until you have read or understood their experience. If you have a craving for experiences, you are likely to connect to many other beings who have had similar experiences because you cannot have, you connect to them and you become followers. Are you getting the whole thing? I am trying to tell you to have a direct access to these zones by investigating, exploring. Don't go on anything tailor made. I'm so particular, I'm so careful. If you see, even when I'm giving recording, I keep warning you not to fall into the bracket of this habit of following, guidance, following what some voice is telling you, do this, do this, do that. It is okay to take assistance of teachers, mentors, guides, but it is not okay to remain following or copying or duplicating what they are doing. You take the hints and tips and guidelines what they're giving, and then you apply it into your life and start exploring. Are you getting the point? Start exploring. Get directly connected to the tattvas. Start exploring and trust your experiences. But I would also say practice these basics what I'm giving you, because if you do not know to rise at intellect and beyond intellect level, then there are chances that you might end up following your mind, which is a land of hallucination. See, that is why the tradition always says teacher, have a guru, and all that, so that you bhatak na jao. Mind can simply take you here and there. So that also is important. That you stabilize your inner intellect, your viveka, inner guru first, very strongly, and then you follow the inner light. Because the inner guru can represent through the mind, just like Ravana came to Sita in the form of a monk. He is not a monk, he is the Ravana. He is the ego, but he presents himself like a monk. Sometimes mind can do that. That is called the impure mind. When the mind and intellect is not yet pure, it is not ripe yet. It cannot understand. And that is when it takes outside help. It is okay to take outside help. But what I'm trying to say is, with the outside help, ignite the inner Viveka, inner Guru. What Bhagavan Nityananda has talked all in Chidakasha Gita, to keep igniting your Buddhi Viveka, intellect. What Bhagavan Ramana is telling, the outer Guru must lead you to your inner Guru. What I keep telling you, that Tattva of your Viveka, which is pure, is Murugan. So that zone will come to you by practice. You have to practice. You have to take all the guidelines, hints, tips, whatever I've been giving, and follow it very dedicatedly and sincerely. These are important guidelines that I'm giving because there are catches in this path. Surely there are catches in the path. Many obstacles, and mind will be the biggest obstacle. You must know to differentiate between the mind and the inner voice. The confusion is when we do not know whether it's the inner voice or the inner mind speaking. For that, you need practice. You may have falls, you may have multiple bruises while you experience, but that's okay. The intention should be to reach that state of pure guidance from within. One clear indication that it's the inner voice will be there is complete absence of ego there. There is complete absence of selfishness there. These are two hints you can catch. Selflessness will be there, and there will be deep love. The love that is not out of selfishness or condition, but a deep unconditional love that can be felt. That unconditional love is what results in selflessness. You can monitor very clearly and see if the inner call is asking you for something that is very personalized, that benefits only you, then that cannot be the inner voice. There is where small things are there. Mind can play games, mind can tell that it's all very divine. So, till then, till the inner guru is developed, we must take notes, we must make our own notebook, we must carve our own teachings because teachings are very general all over the world, all over the internet, very generalized. You must sit with your awareness and catch those teachings and guidelines which will carve the path for you. Everybody's path, I repeat, is different. I have never seen two souls, two seekers alike. That comes from your deep interest to evolve, your intention to be free. If you have a pure intention to be free, you cannot be caught up in generalized things of this world. You cannot never fall into hurt. You must explore your own path. I often tell you this. When you explore your own path, you will see that all paths are the same. That is one indication. If you feel one path is superior than the other, you're not got the point yet. You'll see they are all different interpretations, different gameplays of the whole collective consciousness, plays of God, different stories to be told, different dramas, but the conclusion is one. If you understand the conclusion, there is no confusion. If you don't understand the conclusion, you will feel attracted to some special kind of things. One day it is this, one day it is that. Today it is this YouTube video, tomorrow it is that YouTube video. Today it is this guru, tomorrow it is that guru. Today it is this book, tomorrow it is that book. Today it is this path, tomorrow it is that path. Today it is this method, tomorrow it is that method. You are always lost in this forest. That's not what we are here for. I would never guide you to keep wandering again. I'm encouraging you to find your own way out. And for that, you can see all the tools are provided here. You have the equipment. I believe most of us are still not set out on the journey to explore ourselves. We are still tailor made. We are still not having the courage to explore and see because somewhere we are scared of failure or falls. It is that failure or falls that keeps you copying others. because you learn from paths and gurus and masters and lineages that this is a very safe method, safe way. And that is where conformity comes. You conform to different ideas, philosophies, concept, and before you know, you are lost in a jungle of concepts. I'm trying to destroy all your concepts. You cannot attain the goal by adding new concepts, please. Adding new teaching. By listening to more and more teachings, you're never going to get that. Your teachings have to die. Your interest in all these philosophies and concepts and stories and myths and mythologies and dramas must wither away. You must have lesser and lesser, not more and more. Get this very, very clear. Even if you make notes out of these webinars, those notes must destroy your knowledge. If they are adding on something to your mind, they are burden for you. Because none of these burdens are going to help you. They will only give you more philosophy, more imagination, more projections of the mind, and you are going to be lost again. So, this thing, be attentive on carving out your own thoughts. Keep your own journals, as I've always encouraged. Keep your own notebooks, make your own notes, explore your mind, study your mind, reflect, introspect. And while you do that, take the guidance of the Ascended Master. They will surely guide you. They are here for that. So, here we will learn ways of how to connect, how to be one with them, how to take their help, their guidance, their protection, and how to learn to surrender. Immediately, it will not be possible because immediately I wouldn't recommend also. Because you do not know what you're surrendering to. Is it those realms or is it another concept of your mind that you're surrendering to? Because we most of the time carry ideas of great masters. Most of them are simply myths created out of the fantasies of the mind. So I would say take time to explore that and realize the reality.